All right, everyone. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has come out to be the face of the Dems again. It was funny because, months ago, she and the others, the Gang of Four, came out to ramble about Trump. And I said this is a great windfall for Trump because actually he's very happy about this because now they're the face of the Democrats. He can run against the far left. He doesn't have to run against a neoliberal platform anymore, even if Biden ends up the nominee, and that doesn't matter because he's demented. At the time, a lot of people didn't think that until Trump a couple hours later tweeted basically the same thing, and I thought it was funny. But AOC has decided to renew her bullshit, I guess, with Pelosi. The idea is that the neoliberals understand something. Now, they're corrupt. They're corporate cronies. Pelosi's a bought-off, rich old woman. Let's be entirely factual here. The left is correct in their assessment of the Democratic Party by and large. But as far as getting elected, as far as strategy goes, they understand what they're talking about. They understand, they comprehend the fact that if the Democratic Party right now were to dig for reasons to impeach Donald Trump and put on a show impeachment, and they could impeach him, they've got the votes in the House, it would blow up in their faces. Trump would coast to re-election, stomp them flat, then they wouldn't be able to do jack shit. What Pelosi and the other Democrats the neoliberals rather, is twofold. Number one, they're waiting for all of their various long-winded investigations. They're hoping to find something that's actually legitimately impeachable. So far, they've failed. The Mueller probe failed, tax shit failed, everything's failing. This Ukrainian non-scandal is failing. Trump is basically, he's Teflon Don, and his name is actually Don. I remember they used to call Bubba Bill that, because every time there'd be a scandal, Hillary would step in and basically solve it for him, and nothing could stick to him. Till recently, and now all of a sudden the Democrats don't want to talk about Bubba Bill as much. Which is funny because he's never been found guilty of any particular crime. But they threw him under the bus anyway, which shows, the people in the know what was going on. Juanita Broderick, all the others, no, they know what was going on. They know. Hillary knows. Yeah, Epstein probably knew too. Anyway, AOC comes out. She renews her calls for impeachment. Pelosi can't deliver impeachment. AOC, and the thing is, AOC is not dumb. She's an actress. She knows what she's doing. I wouldn't be surprised if we find out 20, 30 years from now that she's like the opposite of Ann Coulter, and she's been pretending to be far left this whole time, and she was a Trump plant or something. There are times when I think that Trump is really that crafty to have a bunch of planted agents in among his enemies to be really, it's part of his MO. Talk very loudly, he did this in 2016, drown everyone else out in the 24-hour news cycle, steal all of the thunder, and just grind people down with a non-stop, incessant barrage of language. Well, AOC's been doing this too, more selectively. Either that or she's smart enough to have adapted his basic strategy for her own self-serving purposes. Regardless, I think it's pretty great. AOC is a wonderful person. She's wonderful because she's not a threat to Trump, but she keeps making threats to her own party. She's at war with the Democrats. She's not going to stop Trump by rambling about impeachment. They've been doing this for several years now. There's never been a serious move for impeachment. When Pelosi urges caution, they've got impeachment proceedings supposedly, but not only kind of sorta at the moment. It's like when they said, well, we are going to begin investigating into impeachment proceedings against Donald Trump. And it's funny. Even now, when they report on this, they say impeachment proceedings against Trump, blah, blah, blah. This person's part of the impeachment proceedings. There's no impeachment proceedings against Donald Trump at the moment. It doesn't exist. It's not real. You're saying that they have formed a committee to investigate the possibility of starting official impeachment proceedings some time from now. That's the news. And this was front page news, and it simply culminated in them compressing this into a little blurb, impeachment proceedings begin. It's not accurate. It's not even real. They're not going to impeach Donald Trump. There's nothing impeachable. What's he done? Did he cheat on his taxes? Where's the proof? Did he collude with a foreign state? Where's the proof? Did he take bribes? Where's the proof? Did he improperly conduct himself with the leader of Ukraine? Where's the proof? You've got all of these different allegations. You never have any actual evidence for it. It's a never-ending barrage of bullshit. And the reason is quite clear. They just don't like Donald Trump. Some of them want his job. Some of them just don't want him to be in that job. And I think AOC she might not even fit into either category. She might be a Trump fan who's just running interference for him, for all I know. It looks like the Pied Piper to me. Oh, Don't be cautious on impeachment, you fucking corporate sellouts. Do what I say. It's funny because, again, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. As long as she keeps doing this and rambling and raving and out Pelosiing Pelosi, it'll cause friction within the party. And she's done this several times before. It always bites the Democrats in the ass. Trump's approval seems to spike after this sort of thing happens. It'll be interesting to see what it's at. Look, Trump has record low approval among, he's totally solidified the Democrats in disapproving of him. Normally, I would say they'd be fated to win the election, but they're so schismatic and they've got so many internal problems that it's like watching, like you got two packs of wolves. They're about to, or two gangs are about to fight. And Trump's got less manpower, so he's like, fuck. But the other gang has fallen into infighting over what color they're supposed to wear. Now they're shanking one another. That's basically what it looks like to me. That's what the current electoral atmosphere appears to be to me. It's fucked up. It's really funny, too. Poor AOC. I wouldn't be surprised. Pelosi should kick her out of the party, actually. If she knows what's good for her, she'd kick AOC right out of the party along with Elon Omar as the dead weight that they really are. But she doesn't want to rock the boat because she's a neoliberal. There's the other problem. These neoliberals, they're averse to change. They don't even want to change their campaign tactics. Biden's like, he's not a social media tweet campaigner. He says weird shit on the campaign trail, and he likes to get people's goat on that, and then people remix it endlessly online. He doesn't even know anything about it. At least Trump takes the fore. AOC is an internet era candidate. She's one of the first millennial politicians. I think she counts as a millennial. She's like what? She's roughly my age, right? She's like a year or two older. I think she's on the older end of millennials, I think. Or is she a little bit younger than me? It'd be funny if she was like only 30 or something. Regardless, though, she's basically millennial or youngest Gen X or whatever politician. This is how she acts. It's not very becoming. You should skip millennial politicians altogether. Like, never let millennials have office. Just skip them and go straight to Gen Z. So we'll have a bunch of 45-year-old politicians and then a bunch of 20-year-old politicians filling Congress. That's about all. Peace out.